Hello everybody, welcome back to AJ's Game Corner. As you all know, I'm Ian Blake Salazar, also known as Sally Spartan. Today we are doing a devlog for Eldritch Horrors, for FTL. For those of you who don't know, FTL is this indie roguelike where you're controlling a ship and its crew, and you're trying to stop the rebellion from destroying galactic civilization. It's a real-time with pause functionality type game. Now, this mod is a mod for the Multiverse mod, which is a mod for hyperspace. So basically, there's a huge amount of content coming in, new species, new ships, all of that type of jazz. Well, for this past month, there's been a lot of work on the next update, but the update's not quite ready yet. This is one of the largest updates since the initial releases of Eldritch Horrors, so it's understandable on my side of things when I'm looking at what I'm working on. But I am willing to share what I have gotten done. So some of the things I've gotten done include just minor fixes, such as Moonbeast discount fixes. Those have been broken for a few updates now from Multiverse, so I've been getting a lot of those done. Eldritch Horror stores now work like the Multiverse stores in most respects, so like you have the entire event list of things that can happen when you go to a store. I've fixed a couple other small details here and there. Clone cannon integrations are fixed. Now we're getting into some more juicy stuff, some of the bigger changes going in. We have Parasol Guards now have a fixed surrender list, so that list is going to be a pretty long list. Elite Parasol surrender options are also changed to be similar to standard Parasol surrenders instead of what they were. Moonbeast, Deep One, and Parasol now all have reinforcements, just like most of Multiverse's sectors, just like the Migo. The Deloath Cult sector is now unique, just like all the other cult sectors. The Dreadland guards are made to be more unique, but also easier to add in now with more guard options. So in the future, when we get more cult-on-cult anger, then we can even add more guard options in there. So those are just some of the more basic things. Flux cultists, who are humans that automatically transform after some time, now have hidden variants. So now you have about 7 different flux cultists. All of their stats look the same. Everything about them looks the same. Code-wise, though, each of them is different. So when the time comes for them to automatically transform, you don't know what they're transforming into. So that was kind of done as a way, as a workaround until like crude lists can be used in transformations, which may or may not happen. Now we're getting to the big changes. The main collector event has been changed, completely changed, reorganized from the ground up to be alphabetical by standard species. There's only one main collector variant now instead of having like 4 versions, which I had before. So, at least for now. So if you attack it and you do get through and you do get to attack it, you'll see one of each standard instead of one variant had one of each standard, one had one of each elite, one had one of each cultist, one had one of each specialists. But because bosses are kind of meant to be a single standardized thing, I changed it so it's just standard. There will be other events later on that have those other combinations. The Cultist Educator event in the Migo sectors have been completely changed, so once again reorganized alphabetically by standard species. You'll hear that a lot in this update that I'm working on, mainly because before it was like, do you want to research things made of flesh, and then under things made of flesh you got like humans and equinoids and that type of thing, and the reason for that was we didn't have back buttons yet when I started modding this. So that's kind of where my template started as. So now I've just went through and everything that used that template completely blown out of the water and started to redo it alphabetically with back buttons. So now you'll see things like, oh, do you want to start searching at things from A through D? Oh, you're in the first section of A through D, second section of A through D, that type of thing. Starspawn Lair changes. Warlords and Suzerains will board during the board event version instead of Mantis and Suzerains. Additional species integration as well. And we'll get into like what additional species later down the line. DNA repository completely changed. Passages are reorganized alphabetically. and as well as the mimic passages are also reorganized alphabetically with easy mod support for additional passages in the future. So basically, a lot of these additional things have it's alphabetized A through D, E through H, I through L, M through P, Q through T, U through Z, and then there's notes, and the notes is like an addendum, and basically the idea is whenever someone creates like an add-on, they can do like a, to the notes, add like, oh, there's a note with a gift sign on it, and then you have your own connection, which is, it goes to another index of Elven Honors options. Once again, usually alphabetized A through Z, hopefully. Usually because those are going to be smaller, you probably don't need as large of an index, sub-index. Let's see here. So, Necronomicon completely changed. Once again, alphabetized by standard species and ritual names. New passages are complete. Internal quest chains now reflect that for my own sanity as well. So basically before, like I said, it was flesh with humans, then equinoids, then something, right? And so all the way down in the bottom of that same file, it was once again like humans, then equinoids, and that's all reorganized alphabetically as well. Easy mod integration. University completely changed. I haven't actually written all of their like files yet, but the university itself, the main structure, is already done. So the species are reorganized alphabetically by standard species. Factions are reorganized alphabetically. Eldritch deities reorganized alphabetically. Books have their own category, and everything that I had planned up to this point is in the university. So, if you're curious about things that I have planned for like Chapter 4 and beyond, you'll be able to find new species in the university that you can't run into yet, because those were already pre-planned. Already I have a couple new species that I haven't included, that I've come up with, but at the time when I updated the university, I added everything, and so those things will probably be added when they actually get added. Pacts reorganized. Effects of each patch to be changed later, because hyperspace is not probably going to add some of the features that I need. Every hidden Elven Honor content has been moved to Elven Honors. So Shadow, Husk variants, and Penguin have all been moved over from being hidden in Eldritch Horrors to being in Elven Honors by itself. The Starspawn Lair transformation has been rewritten and reorganized to make it easy to have it be appended in for Elven Honor species. Pacts were removed and put into Elven Honors, the Elven Honor Cultist pacts. The Cultist Educator, Collector, DNA, and University have all been updated and switched, as well as the Necronomicon with new passages. Integrations. So these are some integrations that I've already finished. There are still a lot more to do. I say a lot. There's really only a couple more to do, but they're going to take a while. But we have Pleasure Chambers, Clone Cannons, Prophet Crew. All of those have been completely integrated. I still need to do Screw Crew Scan and Talk. That's going to take a while. I have some Hidden Augment added for MV integration. Some of those have been fixed. Fleet Beacons for every sector of mine. Lightspeed event integration. Image lists updated. There are now specific sector images per each sector. And the Frankenslaver has been updated. Now we're into additional content. We have some new books in the university you can take. You can take books from the university. You'll get some issues if you do take it. Like, for example, you won't be able to go back to the university, but we have new books. Each of these books have lots of different options for them. Well, most of them do. Revelation does not. That one's just pretty much a simple, you see the rest of the map. But everything else, the Necronomicon integrates into the Necronomicon. Book of Darkness has its own little, like, storyline thing. King in Yellow has its own storyline thing. The Blank Book is a completely randomized one, where it's like every single option for each of the books that are integrated, you can get it instead. Let's see here. Basatan has been integrated. Dweller, Cultists have been integrated. Sector-specific images, like I said, there is a secret that is a pretty big one that I'm not going to actually say out loud. If you research it, you'll find it, but I'm not saying it out loud. Elites for current species. So the 3 new species I've included, the deep ones, moonbeasts, and amigos, all get an elite now. You have the pelagic ones, the hidden ones, and the Yuggoth priests for the deep ones, moonbeasts, and amigos, respectively. We have generic lizards, and also generic saltmen. So basically, Multiverse has these 2 unique crew that are unique individuals. In this mod, we have some generic versions. The lizards, you'll be able to find pretty much anywhere. Lizards and Velusian cultists. The saltmen, you won't be able to find except for 1 or 2 very specific events because they are collector bred, and until we get to the collector's home sector, you won't be able to really find them anywhere because they are hidden. To everyone else outside of the collector, they think the saltmen are extinct. So it would make sense that the collector has basically kept the saltmen that he's bred over these millennia a secret. We have Keepers of the Yellow Sign, which is a brand new species coming in this update. They have all 3 standard cultist and elite variants. You have Cosmic Panthers that have cubs, teens, and adults. For each, the standard Cosmic Panthers, the Cats of Saturn cultists, and Bast's Chosen, which are the elites. So that is a total of 9 for the Panthers. In addition to that, we do have some Vanguards being put in. So Vanguards are going to have a special, unique, specialist form of the Ancient, the Cognizant, and the Augmented. So that's a couple more things. And then also there are blob forms for all of the new species. So overall, we are actually going to hit roughly over 30 species / crew members in general in this update. That's bonkers. That's like, I think that is equal to what I had previously. So, doubling that. Things to continue, things that I got to do. I got a long list of things to do. Not nearly as long as what I needed to do when I started. But some of the biggest ones include ship unlocks, 6 new cruisers. That's right, 6 new cruisers for this update, guys. So, just stay patient a little bit longer. Next month, we should be seeing the update if everything goes well. And yeah, and then after that, a couple weeks after, should see the bug fix update for Elven Honors. So, thank you guys for staying by the devlog. Hope you guys stop by to some mod streams that are coming every Thursday. And yeah, hope to see you guys sometime. If not, hope you guys at least enjoy the mod. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to stay determined. And I will see you guys next time. Goodbye!